hold on. My desk is moving. Look up, down, up,
An
down.
error occurred on my Facebook. Come on.
I
Now I'm
think
live
we
on
are
Facebook.
live.
Are we
Good
live on all
morning.
platforms?
We're
I think
live
we are.
outside of LinkedIn, which, okay. Good morning, people
Buen
on
dia, mi gente. What's up?
Oh, good morning. I see Ed, you're live on Instagram. Congratulations. And I think I am too.
God.
All right. So we're live
I'm still
on.
trying to figure out this live Instagram
I
thing.
know, but we're live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook, on Real Estate Unwrapped, on
Shout out to
something.
everybody. Look, I'm looking at Instagram right now. So shout out to Iggy. Shout out to Chris. Thanks for joining. I don't know if you guys are gonna stick around long enough, but it's all good. So they're on
Good.
Instagram. So shout out to you guys.
I don't know. I think I have some other people
So
live
Gigi,
right
hold
now.
on. Before we even jump into this, Gigi, you
Yes.
literally jumped on a flight from Vegas to
Yeah.
make your way back at what time this morning?
All right. So I took the red eye at 11:59 in Vegas last night. Landed at right before 8 this morning. Still have my suitcase. Brush my teeth. I'm at the office. I came to the office around 9 o'clock this morning. Yes, to make sure we got this live thing going on. Haven't showered yet. There is no makeup.
Wow.
I tried to
yesterday's
speak
makeup.
to
You
the
got
face.
yesterday's makeup on.
No, there is no makeup. So that's called dedication to the craft. Okay, that's what it is.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, let me not miss that. I had one of my agent in Jackson Heights, and I was very surprised he even listens to us. The ever so famous John Keane. So I was like, oh wow, John listens to us. This is kind of nice, So I was like,
Well,
okay.
John, thanks for tuning in.
Huh?
I
Who's
said,
John?
John, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, you know
Did you
John,
start
right?
Yeah, yeah.
John Keane. Yeah.
John Key.
Anyway, all right. So today's topic is: are you a transactional broker versus a relational broker or agent? All right.
Yeah, and if you can't comment in the chat box, let us know. Do you even know if you're a transactional or relational agent?
Do you even understand what that is? I mean, if you don't, it's fine.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Oh my God. Go ahead, Gigi.
I guess if you've been working on real estate over the last 4 or 5 years, I would say, so COVID, transactional, 2019, 18, 17, 16, transaction. So the last 8 years, if you started the business, we had pretty much a transactional mindset and atmosphere as far as doing real estate deals. Boom, 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 boom. And not too much on the relational, on building, relationship with the client, past clients, or neighbors, or people in your sphere, or people in your immediate farm, right? So this is what we're going to be rehashing right now, because it looks like, in my humble opinion, it looks like, and in the midst of this whole NAR settlement, we cannot avoid it. It's there. Things are going to be changing. We're good. We're going to be adapting. Doesn't really matter whether it's going to be a NAR, no NAR, SHMAR, no MLS, I don't care. But we still do what we do, right? But I think
we have no choice.
The direction is going to be more on bringing value to the consumer. And the only way you can really bring value to the consumer is to have a relationship with that consumer. Basically pre-listing or pre-purchase. And that's I think this is the direction we're going in. I don't know who is commenting right here. Good morning, everyone. Oh, that's you, Ed. That's you. That's you.
Gigi, but yeah.
So who has no idea what we're talking about, transactionals versus relational? I'd love to hear from any one of you guys, either on Instagram, on Facebook, or on where am I on YouTube. So if you don't know what a transactional agent or a relational agent is, please state so, and we'll expand a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Everybody knows? Great. All right.
Everybody
Uh,
knows. Everybody knows the difference between transaction and relational, apparently, but
I
that's
don't
fine. We're
know.
going to jump into it. For those of you who maybe are too shy to comment and say, you know what, Gigi, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
And okay, let's go the other way. What kind of agent are you, Ed? What do you think you fit into?
I believe I fit into the relational category. Now, am I great at it? No. But I do believe that I possess the characteristics needed to have
Mm-hmm.
the people skills, to have conversations, to pull information out of individuals. Um, so it's more relational. I don't like the whole transaction factor. And if you see a lot of my reviews, for example, you'll see that a lot of my clients said that I'm not pushy. If you're transactional, in my opinion, you get commission breath. And commission breath, everybody knows what that smells like.
Right.
So
So let's
for
go.
me,
Of course. So let's go with the definition of what a transactional agent is. So that's an agent who's basically focusing on his next deal. All
mm,
right. It's
that's it.
purely about the deal. So yes, you're right. Commission breath versus a relational agent who's someone who's likes to cultivate the
Hmm.
relationship and working on referrals by producing, working to produce streams of referrals that have like that compound year after year and bases their
Hmm.
business based solely on referral, not outside referral, not referral companies, but referrals from their sphere of
Past
influence, their past
clients,
clients, their
sphere of
friends,
influence.
and
Yeah.
their farm. What do I fit into? I think I've been a combination of both. When you're a listing agent and then you work on different source of lead sources. Again, if you're working with those referral companies, yes, it's going to be transactional. It's like, like you get the Upcity, the Homelight, the all this and that, the Street Easy Expert, all this is all transactional. But you could turn it into a relational once you're done with selling the property or helping the buyer purchase, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Correcto. So let's you want to
So
expand
hold
a
on a
little bit
second.
more?
Before,
Yeah.
yeah. So like you mentioned it earlier today. Look, as far as the realtors, it's clearly out there. It's out there more. Um, I guess the NAR lawsuit, realtors being shined under a bad light, is out there more than the terrible services and efforts that our president is doing for this country. But hey, you know what? We'll be the scapegoat. We got to bring this up to the individuals that we're going to be working with. Clearly, everybody's asking about it. So moving forward to Gigi's point, we can't just be transactional. A
All the
lot of the
time.
individuals that we're working with right now are our, well, I would say, kind of like the millennials, and what is it, the Gen Ys, Gen Zs, and all this. So we're
The
dealing with
Gen
these
Ys are not
folks.
buying yet. The Gen Zs, yeah, definitely.
So the Gen
The
Zs are
Gen
buying.
X,
So
the
these,
Gen X, the Gen X, the Gen Xers, me. Like,
I
hello.
lost track after the millennials. I don't even
All
know
right,
who or
boomers.
what.
The baby boomers
I know the
post war
boomers.
to yes. And then
I
my
know them.
generation, 1964 to 19, what is it, 80? Something like that. Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
the Gen Xers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm in the 86 range. So shout
Okay,
out
so
to all you folks that were in
you're
the 80s,
millennial.
80s babies, 80s
Yes.
babies. you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, I
So
have no idea. But here's the thing, and it's very interesting because a lot of these folks who are coming out there to purchase properties, these are individuals who are tech savvy. They know how to make their way around the computer. They know Zillow exists. They know all these platforms to look at real estate properties exist. So what does that mean? At the end of the day, yes, they can find all this information. We can find all the information out there, but there's one thing that I will say that we cannot argue is that these folks still want to find a professional that is going to coach them and walk them through the process to get to the finish line. And if you're
and
not that
care.
individual helping these people, forget it. They're going to find somebody else. Period. If
I
they
guess
feel like they're another deal, they're going to look for somebody else.
I think okay, the relational agent is the agent who's going to bring value instead
Mm,
of bringing a headache to the
Correct.
client, because you know what, you could be transactional and you go through the motions, and then the client is left behind. They have no idea what's going on. And
Yep.
I think a lot of the times, I'm not saying they want a best friend, but yes, they want somebody who has their back. They want somebody who give them
Correct.
the options and saying, here, if you go this direction, this is what's going to happen.
Yep.
Okay, those are the steps that this is what it's going to take to get there. This is what might
Hmm.
happen, option A or option B, and then what we
Yes.
should do, what we should not do. And this is what I think a relational agent is, and be able to build on this while you're working with the consumer, and then later on, not
Correct.
just follow up, hey, what's up. It goes beyond that. It's because you gave such great value. Forget about service, but value. I'm not saying forget about
Yes.
service, that shouldn't be discounted, but more important, value. If you're just going to be a kiss ass and give great service, I was on time for the appointment, I opened the door, that's nice, but that's not
Yeah.
enough.
Definitely not.
But
Like,
bring value to the
definitely not.
whole, every steps into the transaction. So
Hmm.
you help them remove the headache of not understanding what's going on, and you're there to just not even hold their hand, but either tell them this is what may happen. Or like, even when you work on an application with a buyer, you want to keep that buyer
Hmm.
for life. Eventually they're going to be selling that unit. So
Correct.
you want to guide them through the application. You want to make sure they understand, like how to fill up the form, which paper is missing,
Hmm.
coach them through the interview process, appease them,
Correct.
tell them chill, it's going to be fine, and so on and so forth.
Hmm.
And sometimes they could even ask you on some renovation ideas and things. I'm not saying you're going to give
Yep.
them what you like, but you could give
Uh-huh.
them several ideas on what could brighten up the room, how they could open
Yeah.
up the space, what the building would require to do, so on and so forth. So that's what I call more of a relational agent, that's going to
Yes.
keep, like, you have value into the relationship, and then there is already you building mass with that person. So when you call back, to follow up with them, hey, it's been 3 months, you moved in, just wanted to see what's going
Yep.
on. You're not calling to check in, you're genuinely calling to see what's up. Like, sometimes they're telling you they finish renovating their kitchen. Invite yourself to see that kitchen. I think people love
Oh
it,
yeah.
right?
100%. People love to
versus
show off what they have.
versus a transactional where you're going after your next deal. And I don't want to knock off the people that are starting at zero, Mike Ferry way, meaning like every day you're going to be doing your prospecting, cold calling, and so on and so forth. I think not
Mm.
everybody is going to be good at it, and not everybody has to do it. You don't have, I've seen successful agents that base their relationship on a small territory where they know every
Yep.
single person over the last 35 years.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
What's your take on that?
So it's I kind of want to address something that occurs often. All right. At the end of the day, as a consumer, right? This is more for the consumer. So as a consumer, what I want you folks to understand is that yes, you can go out there, you can see a property for sale, you can meet the agent that's standing there selling that property. You can, as a matter of fact, do a deal with that person if you wanted to. If you felt comfortable, yeah, no problem, do it. Do you need a buyer's agent? Probably not. But here's where it does come into effect. All right. Because I've seen this happen multiple times. I end up meeting with somebody who purchased in the past. They felt that they were going to save $1 and go directly to the listing agent. They figured that because of the fact that I'm going straight to the listing agent, he keeps more of the commission. He doesn't have to split that commission. They don't have to worry about another buyer's agent. He leaves happy. What I will say to you folks is this, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much for worrying about my pockets, worrying about me making all that money. I truly do appreciate it. And if these agents don't tell you this, I'm going to say it for them now. So thank you. Because of you, I made more money. But let me tell you what happens. I signed a contractual agreement with who? The seller, right? I'm
Right.
representing the seller.
Yeah.
I'm working on the seller's better half. You, as a buyer, comes into my listing. You see I'm doing an open house, and you want to say, hey, I have no agent. Gigi, I have no agent. I want you to hook me up. Hook me up. Come on, hook me up with a good
Yeah.
price.
It's
Right?
a weekly occurrence. You hear this at least once a week. I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Guess
Yeah.
what? Number one, you're nothing special. I'm sorry to tell you that. You are another buyer walking through that door. Sometimes these listing agents, to be honest with you, they'd rather not deal with you directly. They'd rather deal with someone who is a qualified agent who they know does their work correctly, puts everything together right,
Yeah.
and submits offers correctly and
Yes.
communicates with them. They would much rather deal with somebody like that. But if you think that you can come in and get a good deal, I'm sorry to tell you, you are unfortunately misinformed. Okay.
Yes.
And the reason comes down to this because what happens? Gigi is the person coming in to buy, doesn't have an agent. She says, hey, Ed, no agent, hook me up. What do I say? No doubt, Gigi, I got you. What does that mean? I'm going to look for the price, for example, that is convenient to my seller, and I'm going to look for the price that you're okay with paying. So if I
I'm
know
gonna.
that my
Can I?
seller's
Can
willing,
I add a layer? I want to add the compliance layer. I really have no
Mhm,
choice, due to my position in life. I want to make sure when you're working for the seller and I'm addressing the buyers who go directly to the listing agent, you guys should have signed some forms. They call the agency disclosure forms and the anti-discrimination fair housing form. So when you sign that agency form, the
mhm,
agent that is the listing agent is gonna you're gonna be basically he's gonna disclose to you, yes, you're the buyer, but he is representing the seller.
correct.
If he decides that he could do a dual agency, it could be, but kind of a sticky situation. Where he's going to be hooking you up is yes and no, because there is still certain duties that a listing agent has to fulfill in regards to his client. So it's a lot of the times when I've been representing sellers, it is clearly disclosed to them, and I make and I tell the buyer, hey, I'm still going to be representing the seller. This is my client. We signed the listing, and I'll be fair with you, but priority is to my seller.
Of course. Right.
Uh,
But guess what?
it
But hold
doesn't
on.
always happen.
It doesn't. There's people out there that kind of, whatever, go around the rule. But at the end of the day, here's the kicker though, because these are the same individuals that now we come across years down the road. And guess what their story is? Yo, I think that agent got me. I think I overpaid for what I should have paid for on this property.
Yeah.
What did you expect? You're making one of the biggest, if not the biggest investments of your life. And people are telling you not to find your own agent. Don't worry, you could do it yourself. You're going to save money. Yet those same individuals are the ones who, when 5 years come down the road, they decide to sell, they end up finding out that maybe they paid a little more than they should have. And it's
Yeah.
unfortunate because that occurs. So you think you're saving a buck now, down the road you're going to realize maybe it was a mistake. So that's the reason why I say it. Look, at the end of the day, with everything that's happening now, guess what's going to occur? These whole, in my opinion, the whole client relationship is going to start to diminish. What is a client relationship? Exactly what that is. You're a buyer, no agent, no representation. You come in,
Oh,
you want to buy my
the
property.
customer. You mean
I'm
the customer
Yeah,
relationship? Yeah,
it's a
customer, not
customer,
client. Yeah, yeah,
not a
yeah. Is
client,
it?
right?
Yeah, yeah,
The consumer. I said the consumer comes
yeah,
in as a customer. So they're a
yeah,
customer. They're not a client. I'm not representing them in any factor. You understand? So that right there, moving forward, because of what's occurring with NAR, chances are starting July, what is it that we're going to have to do? We're going to have to literally sign contractual agreements with buyers now to represent them. Do you
right.
have to
And
do it?
then, yeah,
No. But guess what's going to occur? if you're going to look at these properties and they're paying you $1 because now they don't need to pay you all this crazy commission, now they don't have to negotiate. You
No,
still
they
can.
do. No, 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 no. You see, this is where there is a big misconception. The cooperating compensation will still happen, but outside of
I know
MLS.
that.
So
Correct.
it doesn't
So
mean there
that
won't be
means
anything displayed. So you can, I think to me,
correct.
it's even fair game. If you know your game, if you're a good negotiator, you could negotiate your
A
cooperating
hundred
agent,
percent.
aside of the
So
commission, and you could incorporate it into your offer. It's still, I mean, some
uh-huh.
people are saying this might, and I'm not saying will, in some instances, sales cost more money to the buyer.
It might.
It
It
might.
might, right?
It might.
But here's the kicker, and this is what a lot of people don't realize, especially the agents, right? You're going out there, you're making offers, you're accepting whatever the listing agent is paying. If you accept it, fine. If you're okay with it, fine, take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have there been instances where I've made more on the buyer's end than the listing
Oh,
agent?
sure.
Yes. To Gigi's point, you have to know how to negotiate your deals. Okay, if you feel that the compensation isn't fair enough for the work that you're doing, that's the battle that you're going to go through. Now, imagine if you signed a buyer's agency exclusivity with a buyer, you have a contractual agreement. Up front, you're giving them the information, you're telling them the value that you're going to bring to the table. And for all of that, my services rendered are X% commission. So
Right.
when that's out there, what's the beautiful part of it? Hey, guess what? You may not pay the whole thing. You may have to just pay a portion of it. Like Gigi said, you can either A, pay on your side, B, when I make the offer, I can include it in the offer that I'm making, okay? Or lastly, if I want to, we can negotiate the commission. That way everybody walks away happy. Commission is always
Right.
negotiable, okay?
Right. All right.
Thank you for the
But
thumbs up,
let's
whoever
go
that
back
was.
to the transactionals versus relational aspect, not only on the buyer, but as being a. I don't want to knock down that, transactional agent would rather go after cold calling, which might spread their footprint on the market. If you're going to start cold
Mm,
calling expired for sale by owner, it's great. Expired listings are lower hanging fruit, easier to get, but you might have to spread. You're not going to be concentrated in your local like hyper local area. All right, so that's
correct.
what might happen. Thank you. Ying was bringing me a coffee that I forgot. And I don't knock this down. I just think that in order to be, you could mix both. When instead of just doing strictly cold calls, I
Correct.
think you could narrow down and really work on saying, if I'm going to cold call expireds, I'm going to work within my farm where it's going to
Hmm.
be easier for people to recognize me because I'm
Yeah.
already marketing to that farm. They're already receiving marketing material from me. They're already
Hmm.
receiving sometimes emails from me, e-letters, marketing material, like reports and
Correct.
so on and so forth. And I would add the layer of not knocking down, still doing your cold calls in the morning, but going to a more
100%.
personal approach. Go do pub buys to those expires.
Be listen, you we
Create,
have to be
yeah,
more effective with the time,
yeah,
right? So to Gigi's point, yeah, you could listen. I personally, you should still do it. Whether you have a ton of referral business coming in, why? That's like the cherry on top, right? How cool is it? You get these referrals, and then boom, you lock in something that you cold called. You know what I mean? So yeah, it still helps. It's beneficial. But to Gigi's
yeah. But
point, you
instead
know what I
of
mean?
spreading, I would take the example like right now I'm sitting in Forest Hills. I If
Hmm.
I'm going to do cold call, I don't see the point for me to spread myself so thin
Correct.
to go to the Bronx,
Correct.
okay, by the Bronx Zoo. It makes no sense. I may be able to secure this listing, but am I doing the best? Am I bringing the best value to that customer? Is it my service area? No. Do I know real estate? Yes. Do I know the zoning law? Yes. That's not going to change. But it's like, like, would I rather focus on where I can bring the most value? Is my question. That's what a
Correct.
like a relational agent is.
Yeah.
Still work with those expired, still work with those for sale by owner, but with more
It's all
of
practice.
your farm area in mind. And this is what I've been really, really working on with a lot of people. It's like, let's like narrow your footprint instead of spreading yourself
Mhm.
too far. You're gonna go get a listing in Suffolk, get a listing out there back. Now we're in Baldwin. Next time we're in Great Neck. Then we're coming back to Gravesend. You're like,
Westchester. Then we in
I know.
Westchester,
I mean,
and that's it.
imagine. It's very hard to really build relationship with people because you're too
Yeah.
busy with all those different
All
deals that
over.
you need to close. And I'm not knocking this down. Like you want to be able to be known in your neighborhood. Like right now, I haven't done much production, and I was talking to my broker, and we come from the same zip code. And he was telling me, he goes, imagine if you and I, we just put our face on a postcard and just go mail out to Kew Gardens. I'm like, hell yeah. Because
That would
at
work.
the end of the day, people know us. Like we have relationships with with basically
Yeah.
boards of co-ops, with homeowners in the area because I work them. Like you go shopping, is the same people who own the store. It's a very small zip
Hmm.
code, and it's true. And I'm like, I'm not, we're not about this, we're about running the business. But I think as
Yeah.
agents, if you really like narrow your footprint and really develop your market where people know you, like you had people know you at Northridge, everybody
People know
knows.
me.
Eh?
People know me.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
damn
they
right
do.
they do.
Exactly. And you pride yourself on those relationships,
I
right?
do because, quite frankly, here's my opinion. I know it's scary. People are scary people to work with. I get it. All right. Everybody is weird and different. I get it. Everyone is unique and different. I get it. But at the end of the day, like, there's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing more warming to the heart when you're meeting with past clients and they're excited to see you when you deliver a gift and they're like, oh my god, you didn't have to, like, that was so nice of you, and then they're excited to talk to you. It's amazing when they're like, hey, guess what, you know what, I know so and so had mentioned that they're thinking about selling or buying. Hey, I'm going to pass along your contact. Is it okay if I can pass it along? What's my answer? Absolutely, it's okay. You know what I mean? So
And
yeah,
then you
it
you
feels
anchor
good.
you anchor that relationship with that third party validation of that homeowner. So it's you, the listing agent, and that homeowner
Yes.
said, can I pass along? So he validated you by telling to his
Hmm.
friend, like, hey, call Ed, you want to sell your
Yeah.
apartment, this is what's going to happen. I've been
Correct.
working with him several years ago, this was my experience. It's all about
Yeah.
the experience. It's basically about the experience people are going to have with you. They
Yeah.
have to feel good. And that's what I'm saying, when
100%.
you bring the value. It's not you being funny, but you being funny and
No,
bringing value and helping
helps.
them through that process.
Yeah. People
That's
like that. Listen, it's scary. You have to understand that we're meeting with individuals, right? The whole key is the person. Forget the
yeah,
transaction, focus more on the relationship.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay? Solidify the relationship.
Okay.
And from that, it's easier. Like I'm sure, Gigi, when you go on listing appointments, somebody refers you, you go on a listing appointment, you probably don't even talk about the market. The conversation is probably getting to know each other, and then it turns into, all right, yeah, I
But
want
you
to
know
sign
what?
my property up.
Yes, I can give you some parts of what's going on with the market to give you a perspective.
Of course.
So because
But you're not
I still want.
but you're not doing a full listing presentation. You know what I mean? Like, you're not
No,
going through
because
like a
a
listing
lot of the
presentation.
time it's going to be about the relationship and the person
Hmm.
that referred me, and they want to know what was going on. Like it's going to be about,
Yeah,
tell me what happened when you sold them that house. Tell me, like, and
exactly.
this is it. So you're going to go back on the old stories and stuff. Or and then in the
Yeah.
personal stuff, and like now this person, they have this, the dog passed away 3 months ago. That's why you see the new puppy. It's like, oh no, I
Take
didn't
notes.
know. Like that
Take
part, big
notes.
note. Take notes. Got
Yeah.
the new puppy,
Puppy pass,
and that's
new
very
puppy.
important.
What kind of puppy? And next time you show up
Exactly.
with a puppy toy, Forget it.
Yes.
It's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, he bought my puppy a toy. It's like a baby. You buy a baby a toy and they love you. The parents love you for it.
But that's
You know
what
what
I'm
I
saying.
mean?
So you're aware of the person you're
You
dealing
have
with,
to
you've
be.
been dealing with, you're
Hmm.
aware of the new person that you're meeting. And same thing, this is why like those CRM, like something like KV Core is amazing to keep
Yeah,
note, keep track of people
100%.
because we talk to a lot of people. How many
Yes,
times
we
have you
do.
confused one seller with another and you're mixing the information and they're like, what the hell are you
I,
talking about? I'm
I'd
like,
like to
oops.
say never.
No, don't
I'd
lie.
like to say
You're
never
lying.
happened. Oh, hey, we got an funny story. I actually,
When
yo,
you
funny
have
story. Hold on,
different.
I gotta tell you this, Gigi. This is hilarious. So now, yes, you're absolutely right. It did happen to me. I had
Yeah.
different clients, right? And I literally got an offer on one of my properties, and I sent the text message to my other client telling them we got an offer. I was
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God.
and then and then I had to go back. I had to go back and then tell them, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That
You
wasn't for you.
retracting
That was for someone
wrong
else.
Joe, wrong Joe. I'm
Yo,
like, oh my God. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yo.
yeah.
I felt so bad, you know what I mean? Because it's true, your emotions are high. Oh my God, we got an offer. Wait, sorry, that wasn't you. No.
So, so when it happens like this, when I'm actually entering into those new relationship with the seller or whatever it is, I do
Yeah.
tell them if there is a first, they have a first name, and I may have an agent that has the same
Uh-huh.
name, or there is another client with the same first name. I have to disclose to them because I say, look, I'm menopausal. I get menopause brain. Sometimes things don't compute, like the two ends don't make meet. It's like, zzz, 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 zzz.
Got
And I'm
a
gonna,
short circuit in the neurological. Nah, come on, girl.
and
What?
I'm gonna,
That happens?
and I'm gonna go on my phone. I'm just gonna click on the wrong contact, and I just tell them, so please bear with me. I have this other agent with your name, so please. And it's I full disclosure on everything nowadays. Much
Yeah.
better, instead of just having a brain fart and then you have to excuse yourself, explain.
You're like,
Wow.
oh, sorry. How can I delete that text?
Oh yeah. Oops, let me unsend. They're like, oh, I saw you send it.
Unsend it.
No, that wasn't for you. And then you can't say that. It's
Yeah.
like it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I felt so bad. They were just like, oh, okay. Like, oh, man. But we got it sold. We got it sold. They just,
So my
I know
little
what you mean.
takeaway is be do still do your cold calling and stuff like that, but let's work more on the relational. Let's more work on the
Correct.
long term referral influx of business of people
Yes.
liking you, knowing you liking them, and having a good
Hmm.
time. Because and you know how stressful it is to start, and I'm not gonna knock down the Mike Ferry. Imagine you starting every day at 8 o'clock with nothing. I gotta be on the phone 8 o'clock doing all my expired I mean, that is
I'm getting
stressful.
anxiety. I'm getting anxiety just you
Instead
mentioning
of
that.
I already have things ready. Easter is around the corner, so today's Friday, so I'm gonna go see this guy, this guy, this guy. I got the little
Oh,
Easter basket for their kid. Next door, I'm right next door to Eggner Chocolate. I'm gonna go get those. They have those little packs already made. All I have to do is staple my card, and you go knock on the door before
yo,
I know it is Good Friday. Just wanted to wish you a great Easter. And it doesn't have to be everybody. It could be some strangers. If you're going to go on your way home to some expired listing, go get them some little Easter eggs and stuff, and then wish them a happy thing. Why not create a relationship?
gotta pet my little
There
chicken
you
over
go.
here.
Pet the chicken. Where is
Yo,
it? How can
golden
I do
nugget right there. He's right here.
it?
No, you can't pet him. He's on my side. You gotta be on this side to pet the chicken.
Yeah. Like, let's be like,
Golden nugget right there.
bring show your face, show that you're human, show that you care. And when you show, you actually try
All right,
caring.
get out of here, chicken.
You should be caring. Normally it's there. I
You
mean, add
100% should
some
be caring.
value.
Yo, what you said right there was nuggets because it is Easter. That is a pop by right there. To get those
Yes.
little chocolate nuggets and go see all your yo, I gotta go. Gigi, we
even
gotta
if you
wrap this
spend
up.
200 Even if you spend $250 or whatever it is, just go do it. Go say hey. When it's the Jewish holidays, 6 days ago was Purim, same thing. Like if you're celebrating, like put those things on your calendar and get ready for it with little stuff. Doesn't have to be here. Like go
Mhm.
buy a pack of peep. We're in Lent for all this time. I love peeps. I think this is like the funniest thing that
Yeah.
human being
Oh,
came up with. A pack of peeps is
peeps.
great. From
I don't
for
like
my
peeps.
peeps, and you just put on your card, to my
For
peeps,
my
and that's
peeps.
it. That's it. Like the stupid
Yo,
corny stuff.
Gigi, hold on, man.
Anything.
Let me go get my notepad. Give me a second.
No, I
I
mean,
need to write this down. Hold on. My
but
handy dandy notebook.
no, it doesn't have to be gimmicky, but make it a little bit funny. I know it's corny. Those are like
Oh my
grandma jokes.
God.
I don't care.
Yo,
I go with my
for
grandma
all my
jokes all
peeps,
day long.
for
For
all
my
my peeps
peeps,
out there.
with my stupid French accent, and you know what?
I'm
It
gonna
is
put a
who I
little
am.
bandana on the peep's head. I'm gonna put a little bandana, and then I'm gonna take one of the eyes out
Yes.
and put an eye patch.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. You
Nah,
see,
I'm
so
not gonna
this
do
is
that.
all
It's
it
so deep.
is. You make it funny. You care a little bit about the
Yo,
people you're having work relationships with. Some of them are becoming friends. So you can't, I mean, and this
yes,
is the wonderful thing about this business when your clients become friends and you
yeah.
love hanging out with them, and there is a lot in common, and you can laugh and you can share life experiences. I think it's a beautiful thing. On this one, I'm done.
Hundred
I'm
percent.
exhausted. I'm delusional.
You killed it, Gigi. You killed it. I don't even think we should say any more.
Okay.
Besides, thank you for tuning in. We
Yes.
appreciate your attention and all that good stuff. Hold on, we got a comment real quick. Facebook user laughed. Thanks, Facebook user. And that's Omar. Shout out to Omar. Thanks
Oh,
for tuning
thank
in,
you,
brother. Haven't seen you in a
Omar.
while, man. Hope all is well.
Yeah, all
But
right. Yes.
other than that, Gigi, I think we're good to go. Shout out to Omar. You are our official MVP, most valuable
Yeah,
post.
because today is a day of reflection. It's Good Friday, so to a lot of people that observe, I mean, it's good, and I'm glad we're coming into Easter. It's like rebirth of
Miss you
Christ,
too,
your own
man.
self rebirth. Use this for your business. Like the same thing. You have to use the spiritual things to incorporate into having that beautiful work life balance. That's all it is, work life balance. And have fun with it. Come on,
Hmm.
have fun with it.
I think
Forget
that's it,
about the
Gigi.
noise of all these things, the political things, the law things, the settlement. You know who is really benefiting from it? The freaking attorneys that are settling on
The
this stuff.
attorneys. Let me ask you a question. When can we actually put together a petition to go and maybe file a lawsuit against the attorneys that are making almost 33% off of that deal? And then when can we file a petition with the title insurance companies who be charging you an arm and a leg at closing, yet apparently the realtors are the reason why everything is so expensive. Yeah, we just trying to service you in the right manner so that you don't walk away from this deal thinking that you got, so to speak.
Yeah.
So let me know when we can sign up for that petition because I'm all up for it. These title insurance companies are charging you an arm and a leg when they actually pay maybe cents on the dollar for the work that they do. Um, so
But
I'm probably
there
gonna
are
be
ways
looked
to
at.
there are ways. I don't know. I mean, I talk to you privately.
There,
I have there's capacity.
see what I'm
No,
saying?
it's
So let me
already.
know. Anywho,
Uh,
sorry about that, folks. But
but you want to have some title companies under your belt. So like especially when working with sellers, it's you want to make sure they can help you with some research
I'm not
and due diligence.
exactly.
Yeah.
Why can't realtors be looked at the same way?
Oh no, we should, and it will. You know what this is gonna do? Like all those zero deals a year, all those people that are paying dues to large brokerages, sorry, who need to keep the lights on. I'm not naming any but this is what it is. So like
Yep.
you have a lot of a brokerage is taking anyone. You have a pulse, come on. You can pay $120 a month, come on. And this is what it is. You're paying your MLS dues, you're paying your company dues, and that keeps the lights running for those companies. And all those guys are, they're not, we're going to have less and less of those guys, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
It's
another
gonna, in my
exodus.
opinion, in my opinion, it's gonna clean up. It's gonna clean
Oh,
up the market, right?
yeah.
And by that I mean the agents. It's unfortunate for those who decided and said, "Hey, it's easy, and I could just do this and open the door." And if that's your mentality, then unfortunately you are on that list.
I
Um,
want to give one more nugget. While it's there, please go and register for the free ABR class
oh
offered by
my
the
God, can we
National
get the link?
Association of Realtors.
Can we put that link in
I
the chat? Is that?
I will put the either in the
Let me
chat or
see
I
if I can
will put
find it
it
while
in
you're
the,
talking.
it's from NAR. You can take, there are some scheduled Zooms, but you can also take the ABR
Is
on
that? Can
demand
you go
whenever
on?
you want.
Can you go on one key MLS to
You
find it,
can go
or
on
you have
one
to go directly to
KMLS,
NAR?
you can go on one KMLS, you can go on NISAR, and you can go on NAR.
All right.
And it's going to bring you
Not
all
NISAR. They should change the
NISAR.
name from NISAR to not so NISAR.
You're so bad. No, I'm gonna try. Look, guys, we need to have some sort of every big, like you have like large corporations have workers unions, other trades have
Hmm.
workers union. We need to have a professional union. Is it going to be
Correct.
the way it's been all these times with some of the kinks and the things that don't work? I'm not sure, but we still need some representation as a group of
We
professionals.
do. We definitely
So
do.
if we don't, please, we'll find this link later on in the comments. We'll share with it.
Yeah,
Take the
trying to find
ABR
it.
class. You don't have to pay for the accreditation because it's a yearly membership fee, but at least take the class. That will help you a great deal with the new law changes. That's another chicken nugget.
Chicken nuggets. I think
Yes.
I'm
All
gonna go
right,
for a chicken
guys.
nugget.
So that's what. Who added? Anybody added anything? Happy Good Friday. Oh, that's Pisamai. Pisamai is actually I know, not old, a long time seller of mine who's actually selling. She's gonna go back to her country very soon after she sells her house in Florida, but we're gonna
Oh,
miss her. No, I know, but with the wonder, with the wonders of social media, that's why it's so nice. We're always gonna be connected,
that is true.
and it's nice. It's somebody who, again, I had a wonderful. She was a wonderful client to work with one of the kindest souls I met in my life. You know,
Mm.
yeah, like really a nice lady. On this,
All right.
guys,
So
I'm gonna
guys,
put the
hold on
link.
before you leave, Gigi, I found the link.
Go ahead, put it in.
And I'm putting it in here. Should
Yeah.
I put any caption behind it or just kind of put the link in?
Oh no, I
Ah,
guess
I'm not gonna
you
type it
have.
up.
So you guys gonna have to enter your the whatever email you're using for either your MLS or National Association of Realtor. It's all linked, and if not, just
Yeah.
put in that you don't, or register as a new user. All right.
Yeah, let me just real quick. I'll show you what this looks like. I'll pull it up, but here you go, guys. So it's
Yes.
the accredited buyers representation designation course, and you can see here it's a $295 value. This is what we're
Yeah.
talking about, value
That's
at
what it
no
is.
cost.
You
All
could
right.
take the
So if you're,
295 that would actually satisfy your continuing education as well.
yep.
And once you do this and you're paying the yearly membership fee, you also would have the SRS designation, which is the seller's representative specialist designation as well, which is lovely.
Yep.
Yeah. All
So
right.
don't forget. Oh, can you hear that on that? Can you hear the
Yeah.
audio?
All
Cool.
right. Yeah.
Pause it.
This is it. All right, 45 minutes. I don't want to go on too long. It's a very long video this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Easter. I
Happy
hope you're having a
Easter.
great time, you and your family. And
Happy
if
Good Friday.
happy Good Friday. I know some of us will have some open houses on Saturday, so have a good
Mm,
time. And those who can, if you want, those who don't have open houses, go and visit those open houses. Go get to know your
yes.
inventory, get to know your neighborhood. All right.
Go into your niche market, check it out,
Yeah.
see what's going on, mingle, meet people. You never
Yeah.
know what could
Meet
happen.
meet
An
your neighbors.
opportunity can apply,
Yeah.
can come up, so to speak.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you
All right.
very much. Happy Good
All right.
Friday. I don't know if it's
Hi,
happy. It's a
Christina.
reflective day. Hi,
What do you mean it's
Christine.
happy?
No, when Easter is happy. Good Friday is more of a reflection. Anyway, thank you guys. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. All right. Until next time. And
Don't
next
forget
time
to
I'll put some
self-reflect.
makeup. By the way, next time I wear makeup and take a shower.
Luckily, they haven't created digital scents yet, so we're good.
Hey,
You
hey,
don't
hey,
smell
hey.
digitally yet.
It's not that bad. Okay? It showed dedication from Vegas to
First of
the
all,
office just to be
very
with you
dedicated,
guys.
but I think I would have left that part out. I think I would have left that part out.
No, it's
You
funny.
know,
Come on.
I know. I'm messing, Gigi.
All
But
right, guys.
folks, thanks for tuning in. As always, we appreciate your attention, your ears. Hope this was beneficial. Hope this is helpful. If you could put it into action, great. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. Enjoy your weekend, I guess.
All right, let's end this. Bye.